Hello, everyone. Today is Monday, April 19th, and it is the start of Career Week. I wanted to start off by quickly introducing myself. My name is Mireya Jacuinde. I serve as the lead academic success coach for the School of Business and Industry, and I'm happy to present to you all about College Central Network today. So College Central Network is a resource that is available to all Odessa College students and Odessa College alumni to help connect with internship opportunities as well as employment opportunities. Now, this isn't just a search engine. It has all sorts of awesome features to help you get started when looking for employment or when looking for an internship. So I want to go ahead and share my screen with you guys so we can go over what this looks like. So if you head over to collegecentral.com/Odessa, it will take you to the main College Central Network page associated with Odessa College specifically. Now, you'll need to create an account before you can actually use all of the features that College Central Network has to offer. So you want to make sure that you pay close attention to the options that you have down at the bottom. You could sign in as either a student, an alumni, or an employer. So if you are a current student, what you'll need to do is select the student option, which will take you to the sign-in screen. Again, if this is your first time on College Central Network, you want to make sure that you create an account first and foremost. Now, if you are a returning student and you've used this feature before, then all you will need to do is sign in. But again, if you are new to College Central Network, your very first step will be to create an account. So once we get on this page, you'll want to click on the Create Account option. Now, notice something important that's noted on here. You'll need to create an account using your student ID number. So under user ID, you want to make sure that you include your student ID number, including the 0. For example, if your student ID number starts with a 4, let's say I'm going to put in mine. You want to make sure that you include a 0 at the beginning. That's something that often students get a hiccup with. So you want to make sure that you include all 7 digits of your student ID number. Next, you want to create a password that includes all of the characters listed here. So once you create a password, you want to enter that one more time. Once you submit that, you'll be asked to register and include all this information asked. So you'll need to include your first name, last name, email. It's going to ask you for a number if you wish to receive text messages from College Central Network. You'll want to include your address, your qualifications. So basically, you want to indicate what exactly it is that you're looking for. If you're interested in internship, you want to indicate that, or a full-time or part-time job or volunteering. Please note that you can select more than one option. So you can include internship and full-time or part-time if that's what you're looking for. So you don't have to select just one. You want to include your work status, whether or not you're a military veteran, ethnicity, your degrees, and your majors. This area is going to be particularly important because if you are applying for jobs, employers are going to want to review your account and see what type of degree you're pursuing or have already completed. And so it's going to be very important that you include this information on here. On here, it asks GPA. If you are unsure of your GPA, you can log into student planning in the Wrangler portal to view your current GPA, or you can contact your academic success coach directly and they can provide you with more information about your current academic standing. Again, you want to be as thorough in some of these options as possible because employers will want to know exactly what it is that you're doing. What are you up to? What are your credentials? And so it's going to be important that you submit this information as thoroughly as possible. There's a couple boxes that you'll have to check down here, including agreeing to read the services and agreements, and then you submit your information. So once you have created an account, this is what you'll be able to see in your student view. So as you can see, there are 3 different options that come up at the very top. You can search for the employment or internship opportunities that have gone through Odessa College specifically. So we have employers throughout the Permian Basin and beyond that reach out to Odessa College about hiring Odessa College students and alum. So in order to view the employment opportunities that have been vexed through Odessa College, you want to click on Search My School Jobs. Now, aside from the opportunities that go through Odessa College, there is also a national database that includes information from all over the nation. And so if you want to look at jobs that are not just exclusive to Odessa College, but that are offered nationwide, you can click on the Search Jobs Central. And then if you want to create or look at internship opportunities, national internship opportunities abroad, you can click on the Intern Central. So a few different options. Again, if you want to narrow it down to something that's just through Odessa College, maybe within the Permian Basin, you want to click on My School's Jobs. If you're wanting to do something that's more nationwide, you're going to do the Job Central, and then internships, national internships will go through Intern Central. So for now, let's go and click on Search My School's Jobs. Here you get a few different options. You do get to choose the major that you are pursuing. So for example, let's say that I am a business administration major. I'm going to click on the business administration as my as the major that I am pursuing, and then view all jobs for this major. So clicking on that will bring you to the current jobs that are listed that fit within this category. You can browse through each one and look at the job descriptions, look at some of the requirements, and then figure out more information about how to apply is usually provided within these postings. So you want to make sure that you read carefully and thoroughly at each of these postings so that you know exactly where you need to go to apply or who you need to contact. Something important to note is that you want to be very vigilant and review every single job posting before you submit any of your personal information. While we do have a process of vexing employers, it's always important that you double check and ensure that you are applying for a position that is not fraudulent. So that's something very important to remember, is to be very vigilant and read the descriptions of all the job postings and be very careful submitting any personal information. And if you ever have any questions or doubts, you can always contact us and we can take a second look and provide you some more information. So I want to go back to this screen here because you can also click on the types of positions that you would be looking for. So let's say, for example, that I am an automotive technology major in search of a part-time job. You click on View Jobs for Major and you get all sorts of different postings looking for that specific major and also that specific that part-time or full-time. So again, all sorts of different ways that you can narrow down your searches so you're not looking at a broad range of job opportunities or internship opportunities, but that you're actually narrowing it down to what you're studying specifically and what you're looking for specifically. So I'm going to go back to let's see here. Let me go back to the search engine real quick so you guys can see some more of those features that I was mentioning. Let me go ahead and sign in real quick. Sorry, I accidentally exited out, but I'll go ahead and sign back in. What's neat about this, about College Central Network, is that you can do a lot more than just look at jobs. And so I really want to go into the details of all that College Central Network has to offer besides the job search engine feature. Because again, I feel like there's a lot that students can benefit from the service that's totally free to students that are current students with us and alum. So going back to going back to our dashboard here, off to the left-hand side, you have the options that were included up at the top on your home screen, but you also have my resumes, my career portfolio, events and programs, announcements, career mentoring network. They have podcasts. You can view your job search history, and then edit your account. So something that I really wanted to focus on is looking at the features, including like my resume. If you have created a resume already, or if you're in the process of creating a resume, then this would be your opportunity to upload that information on here. So again, when you're applying to these different positions, employers can actually go through and see the resume that you've uploaded on College Central Network. And so if you have one or are working on one, this would be the place to upload it. Now, this I'd like to take this opportunity to plug the workshop that we're going to have tomorrow regarding resumes. So again, if you are interested in learning how to create a resume, or you want to freshen up the resume that you've already created, join us tomorrow to learn more about how to create a resume. So once your resume is created, you're able to upload that on here. So again, employers have access to that and can view all of your credentials when reviewing applicants. There's also an option to build your resume on here. There's a resume builder that has all sorts of information on how to create a resume, and even provide some templates that you can use. So again, awesome features that students don't often know about with College Central Network. So I encourage you to explore all of these features so that you can become acquainted with what's available on here. You have my career portfolio. So creating the types of portfolios that you want your employers to see. So depending on the major, depending on what program you're pursuing, will determine the type of portfolio that you can create versus a resume, and or both. And then we also have, like I mentioned, career mentoring network. So if you want to become a career mentor, or if you want to look for a mentor, this would be your place to go. This would be connecting with somebody that can help you as far as searching for jobs and getting in touch with employers that can help you learn more about the career that you're pursuing. So these are pretty awesome features. And remember that this site is not just for Odessa College students, but this is a nationwide resource to things that are nationwide. So I encourage you guys to explore these different options, because there are things outside of Odessa College or outside of Odessa that you can do. And it's important to connect with people that are in these networks to help you propel your career forward. The other awesome thing that I wanted to show you guys was the career podcasts. So if you're wanting to learn about cover letters, if you're wanting to learn about interviews, or if you're wanting to learn about internships, professional development, I mean, there's all sorts of podcasts on here that y'all could listen to and just become more informed about. It's always important that you guys seek educational development, and this is a great way that you could access some of these things in a way that's easy and it's convenient. All you have to do is click listen and it starts playing for you. And so I encourage you guys to look through these different podcast options and pick the ones that you think you would benefit from. There's all sorts of great things on here that you could listen to, just so that you can become more familiar with what's out there, what employers are looking for in today's world. And so I encourage you all to use these features. So if we go back to our dashboard, I do want to go ahead and explore the jobs that are through Central. Like I mentioned, there are employers and opportunities that go through Odessa College, but then there are also things that go through a national base. And so if you're looking for something in specific, or you can click on the types of companies or the types of jobs that you're looking for, and then you can also narrow it down by location. So if you're looking for something within the Permian Basin, you can click on within 25 miles or within 50 miles or 5 miles, and you can go even up to 100 miles, depending on where exactly you're looking for employment at, what location you're at. Again, you have the option of clicking full-time, part-time, contract, or temporary, and then you can begin your search. So I'm going to do something really generic, like office administration. And I'm going to put within 100 miles, and we're going to see what's out there. We're going to do a full-time search. All right, so there are over 2,500 postings that meet this criteria. Now, again, this is a very broad and extensive search, but if this is what you're looking for, you're looking to relocate, then this would be an awesome opportunity for you to look at the types of jobs that are offered where you want to go, including here in Odessa. There's quite a few on here that are local, and so they don't necessarily have to be outside of the Permian Basin, but there is an option to do that. So if that's what you're looking for, then I encourage you to explore everything that is on this search engine, because it looks like there's a lot of availability just for what I entered. But again, you can narrow it down to automotive technology if that's what you're studying. If you're something in the health science fields, then you can incorporate that into the search engine. But ultimately, I just want you all to know that there is so much availability on here, and it's not just local, but it's also nationwide. So take a moment to go through what's out there and find your next career move. This tool, again, is something that students can really benefit from, not just in terms of finding employment, but also to build their portfolio, building their resumes, getting geared up for their next move. So there's all sorts of cool features that you can do on College Central Network, and these are just a few of them. So yeah, you can explore through videos that they have as well about tips on how to keep your resume out of the trash, the cover letter, how to tie a knot. I mean, there are so many resources on here that you guys can access, from videos to podcasts to the job search engine. So all sorts of neat features. Again, it's going to be important that you guys remember when signing in that you use the credentials that are indicated, starting with your student ID and then the password. That's going to be your step one. And then once you're able to create an account, again, there's all sorts of things that you can explore on College Central Network, great tools to use. And if you have questions, or if you're curious or you don't know how to navigate it, then I'd be more than willing to sit down with you and help you create an account and help you search, because I understand that it can be tricky to navigate when you have so many options. So if you need assistance creating an account, or if you need additional information, I'd be happy to provide that for you. But I did want this session to at least introduce you all to this awesome and free feature that is offered through Odessa College. But again, I'm available for questions or comments or concerns if you are having a hard time navigating this website. We are located upstairs in the Salisbury Campus Center. Just ask for Mireya and I can help you with setting up an account if you need to. So at this time, is there any questions that you have about College Central Network or what it has to offer? And if not, this session is going to be recorded so students can watch it moving forward and ask questions as necessary. Today's DTS code is 8018 for those watching. If you want to enter that code, feel free to do so. And thank you all for attending the very first session of Career Week 2021. We do have some more events coming up this week. Tomorrow we will have a resume building with the Writing Center. And then on Wednesday, we will have interview skills with our HR representative. And then on Thursday, we will have the actual career fair where employers from the 3 different schools will be here to present about their employment opportunities. So we're going to have a session for the School of Health Science in the morning, a session for the School of Business and Industry in the afternoon, and then a session for the School of Liberal Arts and Education in the midday as well. So keep an eye out for information about those sessions coming up this week. But thank you all for joining us today. And if you ever have any questions about College Central Network, please feel free to reach out. Again, this is a free service to students, so take advantage of all of the different resources that you have on there, including the videos and the podcasts, as well as the job search engine. So thank you all so much for joining us today, and we will see you tomorrow for our next session.